those 5 scientists that I talked about, plus other scientists who would double check and confirm what they said, but it's not a law. It's not a scientific law. Anybody know why? Why? Why isn't the cell theory considered a law of science? Hannah?
I can make a guess.
Oh, that is so scientific of you. Good job. Yes.
I believe it I don't know how to put it, but it's like, let me think for a sec.
What's everybody wearing a mask for? What kind of germ?
Bacteria.
Not bacteria. Virus. Yes. Viruses are not made of cells. Viruses are not made of cells, so technically they're not classified as living things, but pretty much every scientist, pretty much every doctor, pretty much every person out there thinks of viruses as a living thing, even though they're not classified as life, because they're not made of cells. So it's kind of interesting. Science is not exact. So science has still got lots to learn, lots of things to change and fix and tweak. Okay, let's talk about cell features. First of all cells have an outside layer, an outside barrier that keeps everything from getting out and everything else from getting in. That's called a cell membrane. Then there's juice on the inside of the cell, and that's called cytoplasm. That's called cytoplasm. Okay, all cells have something called ribosomes, which are used to build things, build proteins, so we can make more stuff. And then all cells have genetic material, DNA. Those 4 things, DNA, ribosomes, cytoplasm, and cell membrane, is the 4 main features of every single cell. There's 2 major kinds of cells, as the amoeba sisters were talking about. There's the cells that we have right here, like our animal cells, our skin cells that we colored right here. They have lots of cool parts on the inside called organelles. And then there's the old-fashioned cells called prokaryotes. These are called eukaryotes. These are called prokaryotes. These are bacteria cells, also known as germs to most people. This picture doesn't show it right, but these are actually much smaller. In fact, this cell right here should be about the same size as this little part right here. Has DNA in it, has a cell membrane around it, has cytoplasm, ribosomes, it has a cell wall around this, and also, but other than that, it's pretty basic. Let's talk about the features of prokaryotes. Prokaryotes are always single-celled. They're never multi-cell. They're always just one-celled organism. The main one that I want you to write down in your notes, to underline in your notes, is prokaryotes do not have a nucleus. So there's no little bubble to hold the DNA in. So the DNA just floats around everywhere in the cytoplasm. No nucleus. Prokaryotes are the oldest life on Earth. The oldest life on Earth. They've been around for billions, probably about 3.5 billion years. But what we're going to talk about mostly is our kind of cells, which are called eukaryotes. Eukaryotic cells. They do have a nucleus, and they have lots of other cool parts on the inside called organelles. So all those cool parts inside our cells, which we're going to learn about, are called organelles. So that's the big difference is Eukaryotes have a nucleus, prokaryotes don't have a nucleus. The prokaryotes are bigger, so they can have more parts in them, more organelles. Prokaryotes are basically a lot older, they evolved a long time ago. Your mom talks about prokaryotes, calls them germ or bacteria. All our cells, all plant cells, all basic other cells are eukaryotes. Okay, you turn that off.